back, everyone, to another episode of Mumbles. Today, we're doing a game review. And we're not just reviewing any game. Today, we're reviewing the newly launched game for Nintendo Switch. It just came out this last week. I bet those of you that are Switch owners can guess what it is. That's right, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now this is a RTS game, although it has so many different things in it that you could almost classify it in its own category, but this is a RTS game. Now basically this means real-time strategy. Basically you have to plan out where you're going to move things and what you're going to do. So the story behind this game basically is this. Rabbids get into some trouble, they end up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and things start going nuts. So Mario in the game has to come in and save the day. So, I don't want to give too much away on the story, but that's basically what it's about. In this game, you'll go to all different kinds of Mario areas, and it's just a really fun game. I'm really excited that I got the opportunity to review this, and I just love this game. So let's get into the actual meat and bones of this game, starting with the graphics. The graphics in this game are basically what they are. They're very good. It's a Switch game. You know, you're not going to get computer-like graphics, but Mario games and you know, Mario Kart and all that kind of stuff, if you've seen any other Switch game, you know what you're expecting. It's good graphics and it looks nice. Now the soundtrack in this game is one thing I have to praise all day long. I love it how they took retro songs and retro Mario songs and put a little bit of a different spin on it and made it awesome. It's just refreshing to hear that kind of stuff. As I was listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this song, I know this song. Oh my god, look what they did here, look what they did here. The soundtrack to this game is just plain awesome. Now the controls in this game, regardless of what mode you're using your Switch in, whether it be handheld mode, or you're using a Pro Controller, or you're using just your regular Joy-Cons, the controls in this game work awesome. And it's just, I love how they laid out the control. Everything works nice. Now let's talk about the gameplay. Now, we're going to start with the RTS stuff in this game first. So we're going to jump right into the combat of this game. Now the combat in this game is just awesome. There's no other word about it. You have to plan out where you're going to move. Basically, how this works is it puts you on a map and gives you an objective, whether that be defeat all the enemies or make it to a different zone. There's different objectives that it gives in each game, but it will make clear what objective it is. Now, before the battle starts, you're able to plan out, you know, oh, I want to put somebody here, I want to put somebody there, I want to put somebody here. And you can decide ahead of time what moves you want to make. Now, with that being said, you still have to take turns. So, you can't, you know, move characters before the map starts, but you can plan out, you know, oh, I can see there's a ledge here. If I go up on this ledge, I get an extra bonus, so I'm going to do that. Now, when you get into the combat itself, you're going to see that there's all different kinds of skills and things that you can use. Each character has two unique weapons. One of them might be a long-range weapon or a hammer. Mario has a hammer. That's his secondary weapon. And that's in addition to his blaster. So you can make decisions based on what this is. Now, each character also has their own special ability. For example, Mario can use his hero strike, which means if he sees an enemy moving and it's within his range, he'll take a shot at them. And each character has different skills depending on the character. Now there is healers in this game, there's long-range people in this game, there's a little bit of everything, and it's a nice mix of how they do things. Now I do want to be upfront, you have to have Mario in your party at all times, and you have to have at least one Rabbid in your party at all times as well. So you have to make decisions based on that, but I like how they give you all the customization in this game. You can customize your weapons as well. Each weapon has its own unique point system and effects. Some of the effects in this game are, for example, one gun might have ink in it. So basically when you shoot your opponent, it has a chance to ink them. If it inks them, they can't shoot the next turn. So they can't attack you, but you can still attack them, which is really cool. There's also other effects such as bounce, where you bounce the enemy around, and all different kinds of different things that you can do with this game. Now, as I said, there is a skill. There is a rating or a skill rating system, and you can upgrade this as you see fit. Now, to do this, it isn't a simple leveling system. You have to collect orbs. Now, the way you can do this is just from normal gameplay or from searching the maps. As you search the maps, you'll find them in chests and things like that. And as you gain more and more points, you can customize your character more and more. Overall, just the customization in this game, I wasn't expecting that, and it was a nice, pleasant surprise. Now, onto the non-RTS aspects of this game. There's a lot of puzzles in this game, which is a really refreshing thing, because I was afraid with this game they would lose the Mario aspects, but they didn't. There's plenty of puzzles, places to explore, and things to do outside of combat, which make everything just so much more awesome. Instead of simply, you know, RTS, oh, combat, you get to mix things up with puzzles, and that is a nice little change of pace, and it keeps things interesting and exciting. Now, there is a lot of humor in this game. That is one other thing I want to mention, and I love the way that they did humor, whether it be a duck sitting in a toilet or with a rabbit on him, or, you know, somebody stuck in a chimney. They have a lot of humor in this game, which is nice for a Mario game. Now, the only con of this game is the difficulty. You have to think what you're going to do as you play this game. So it's not one of those games you can just sit back and not pay attention to. You do have to pay attention. But when I can give that as my only con in a game, you know it's a good game. So all that's left to ask is, what is this going to get on our Mumbles review? Without a doubt, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. You get a 9 out of 10. I love this game. If you are a Switch owner, you need to give this game a chance. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You can play it co-op. You can play it, you know, you can play it with other people. It's just a lot of fun. And they kept the Mario aspects in there, but they put their own spin on it, which I really like a lot. And Nintendo Switch, you're throwing out some hitters. I gotta say, Nintendo, I'm impressed. Anyways, guys, this has been another episode of Mumbles. I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Please smack that subscribe button, smack the like button, smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care.